over. Oh, hell no. Get this piece off, it's just 2 bolts there, and you gotta pop this piece out from right here. That piece goes back over there over the heater cord. Alright, so on both of these, push in, lift that, and that'll pop it out. And then there's a 10 for this one, and that'll get that out. Boom. Now you got some of your wire harness up out the way. I probably didn't have to take this one off. Alright, so to get this panel out, there was a bolt there. There was a bolt there. Either there or there, or both. I think both. No, there was a bolt there. Then there was a bolt there and a bolt there, and that's it. So you gotta pinch this. There's a bolt here, and that's it. And then you gotta take this hose off. Once you drain the coolant, you gotta drain the coolant first. You didn't have no coolant in here really, so I'll be all right. And then this is already broke, but if it wasn't, you'd squeeze it. I'll show you on the new end. This side, one right here. Go straight that way, then straight. Just kind of gotta force it. The only thing that holds this side on is this, nothing else. Maybe some hoses or something. You're gonna need one of these so you can get up in there, shit. Pretty much pry it sideways, then get it up like this. Boom, got it up. It's harder than that. I already kind of. You gotta come back with this down here. This is the passenger side. Pop this off. This one. I don't know where that came from. And then undo this tab. Boom. Boom. And then that's gonna just pull to the side again. Boom. Now here we are. We gotta remove this radiator. That bolt, and that bolt, and that's it. And then we can pop that AC condenser off. And then after that, we're gonna pop off that hose, that lower radiator hose, and this hose. There it is. All right, so it won't twist, but you can wiggle it a little bit. But it's got this lock pin, so you can't twist it. But if you just wiggle it just a little bit while you're pulling, you'll get it off. All right, so this shit just all pushes down off of this. Same thing on this side. Then it unclips. Unclip the hoses. Up off of this radiator. Just gotta push them. Easier to push them from this side. And then that gets that off of there. And then probably lean this radiator up so that way you can get some of that coolant out. This lower hose wasn't coming off unless I pulled a radiator. Or unless maybe if I pull all of this off at the bottom of this engine, which is probably gonna end up happening. But these hoses, this one, pretty much you're gonna disconnect this hose here, and then this one here, and then all of this pretty much stays attached to the engine. This hose here is gonna stay attached to the car. It goes to the heater hose. Here. It goes all the way to the heater core back here. I mean, it's hard to see that, but there's two heater core hoses there. And then there's this hose here that comes up out the heater and it connects to the back of the engine. That's coming off eventually. Now, even though I already got the radiator disconnected, when I pulled this hose, straight Puddle City. Trying to see if we can get this bitch all the way drained. Now, I'm gonna take this wire off as well. It's gonna stay here. I'm just gonna connect to the wire harness. That shit just keeps filling up. I just keep dumping this hose because it keeps filling up. Boom, boom. Now we're gonna remove this power steering fluid reservoir, which is easy. It's got a slide over there where you just lift it up. Or you can just lift up that, or you can lift up the whole bracket like that. Bracket comes off if you need to. In this case, I don't think I'm gonna have to. Power steering. What's up? This out the way to the side. Got that out the way. Use this wire. We can just unplug. Not necessarily. Well, yeah, because I'm not gonna have this just floating around here. So I'm gonna actually unplug, take this off. Alright, so my hose broke again. Take this shit off. That one. This one. Oh, that's fuel. It's alright. Just gotta be careful not to break that hole. That's all. Take this one off. Alright. And then just like that. So this one right here. Oh, and it goes up. Up. It goes there, and it goes up to that brake booster. Take all that shit off. Something back there. Probably a wire or something. PC. So right here, this just slides out. You gotta pop that up or something. And this one just pops off. Then there's a wire here that you can pull the whole thing up. It'll give you enough room to get that wire off with it up. Then there was, where was that one hose? Who was that hose connected to?
That front where you get the front
this hose right here was ran down underneath it and hooked on right here. So that gotta come off too. This is just gonna be a little trick to get it off. That thing was not messing with me.
Never
13mm bolt, 10mm bolt back here. You gotta remove these, then remove that bolt first, and then remove this one. This is a 13mm. This is more than likely a 15. I'll double check just in case. This is the passenger side of the car. Okay, for the exhaust bolts, they're both 15mm. You can get to them with a regular wrench. And you're gonna probably need just another wrench just for leverage on both sides. So it's just a nut on the bottom. And then on the top, you're gonna want a long extension. You're gonna come from, you want a long extension and a swivel. A 1/2-inch extension. So this extension is overkill. You probably only need something around here. So you get those bolts out. Just gonna let it hang. So, right there, that's the first AC line. And right behind it, right on the other side, if you go over it, there's another one with another bolt. And you want to take out this one first. Let all your AC stuff out. It's gonna take a long time if you're fully charged. And then don't take the bolt all the way off until it stops hissing. And then even when it stops hissing, loosen the bolt up a little more. It might hiss some more, and then yeah, until it stops hissing because it's pressurized. Then get that off. Then the other one won't be pressurized. Take that one off. And to get the second one off, I had to use these extensions, 6-inch and a 3-inch, and a swivel head 13mm. Now I'm gonna remove this 10mm here. It's a deep 10, and there's an 8mm here. So, on the driver's side of the engine, there's a hole right in there. And then here, you want to line up the one bolt with this hole, and then the other bolt will be lined up over there. But you're not going to take it out from this side. You're going to take it out from this side over here, right up there in there. There's a hole that goes this way that gives you access, and then you can get the bolts out with a D13 and a wrench. So once you get the torque converter bolts out, you're gonna want to start with this bolt that I already took out before you take any of the other bolts out, because it's gonna be incredibly hard to get these two out. This one, and the same one on the other side that I already have partially out. I'm gonna point to it. This one right here. And then once you crack them loose, you can get them out with your hand if you got small hands. If not, good luck. But yeah, and then get those all the way out, and then just work your way down, and then do the top last. Yeah.
I got 27%.
You're gonna watch for the AC lines, and the power steering line got caught on us. You can see the view of how we had to do the transmission from here to get the lines off. The only wires that are over the transmission are the 4 O2 sensor wires and the 1 transmission plug. And this is the old engine. This coolant crossover was bad. Okay, I'm gonna take off these.
But he got 6'4". All these is not 4. All these is not 4. Don't believe I got to do this and just put this together right there.